Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at some Gold Battle League battles in the Master League. This was on the last day of the Masters only week, and what I wanted to do was try to climb back into the top 500, back onto the leaderboard. I had been battling because I've been focusing on these coaching streams and World Cup series and work and a bunch of other things. But I thought I'd do a couple battles before Masters Only ended, and I wanted to try out FP Stick's latest team. Very great content creator. Links in the description to his, and I'm sure we're gonna have some sort of animation showing his channel. Really great content creator. His team consists of Origin, Form, Giratina with Ominous Wind and Shadow Ball, Mewtwo with Psycho Cut, Side Strike, and Focus Blast, and then Melmetal with Thundershock, Rock Slide, and Superpower. And basically, he leads with Origin, and any bad lead, he switches out into Mewtwo to potentially win the win the switch advantage and regain control of the matchup. A very difficult team to use, but I had a lot of fun running it, and we're gonna see whether or not I was successful in making the top 500. So the only difference is my Origin form is best buddy as he recommended, and as he is working towards, so he can win that CMP tie in the mirror match. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first battle against Black Hunter. Again, okay, so this is honestly one of the worst leads. Snorlax absolutely walls, and it's a best buddy Snorlax. So they're gonna switch out, and they switch out into Altered Giratina. Altered Giratina is significantly bulkier than Origin form, so these Side Strikes don't do as much damage, and they end up shielding, which actually is absolutely terrible for me. And they go for the Shadow Sneak, and as you can see, I built up quite a bit of energy, so I'm able to land back-to-back Side Strikes, and I'm going to look to land another one. And because Mewtwo has an insane attack stat, this is going to be able to do a lot of damage. And at this point in time, I'm like, do I shield? I'm like, I have to win switch advantage. I have to win switch advantage absolutely at all costs. And I Psycho Cut down the altered form Giratina. And this is actually not a great situation for me. It's double resisted by Metagross, so very nice switch in by them. And I'm going to go back into Origin form, and they make a mistake and let me switch into it. A huge opportunity for me. Obviously, this would have ended up being the last matchup anyways, but so probably fine. They actually don't shield, and I'm expecting this to be a superpower, and actually does end up being a superpower. So I'm going to land one more Rock Slide to get the shield, because I don't want to be debuffed. And they shield, and I'm going to look to land the superpower, but actually don't. Good thing it wasn't a superpower, because this opposing superpower actually would have KO'd me, and I'm able to land the superpower at full with non-be debuffed, and it does quite a bit. And I'm looking to switch out as soon as possible, because obviously I don't want to get hit by multiple meteor mashes. Meteor mash is going to do about 60%. It does so much damage, but this Shadow Ball is going to be able to one-shot and take out this Metagross. So, as you can see, Mewtwo, honestly, they should have went to Metagross. To be honest, I still had some play. I could have Focus Blast the Metagross, and that would have did a lot of damage. I don't know if that's enough to KO. Let me take a look at that while we're looking at this. So this is a good lead. Giratina Origin into Kyogre. They're going to switch out into Dialga. This is a very standard team. Actually, I think I ran into this team a few times in a row, and you're gonna see how I played out. So Mewtwo into Metagross actually does Focus Blast does 127 damage. So if I do connect with it, it would take 18 more. Yeah, it would have been still a pretty tough matchup, but it certainly would have gone a long way. And they actually don't shield. It's actually a pretty bad situation for me. But the Iron Head, so they can win switch advantage if they're willing to shield here, and they could farm me down. But nope, they decide to let it go, which is actually very thankful for me, because obviously the Mewtwo took a lot of damage. Expect this to be Kyogre, and they go into Togekiss. I seriously ran into this team 4 times in a row. and you're gonna see how it's gonna play out. The side strikes are gonna do a lot of damage, and it only takes 5 cycle cuts to get to the side strike, so it's very spammy. This is definitely gonna be an ancient power, and I really debated whether or not I should shield, but I figured like that's the only way I'm gonna be able to KO this Togekiss, and then I'm gonna be super low, so the Kyogre can't really farm up that much. I am very cognizant of the switch clock, and I definitely made the right decision by shielding the ancient power, because I definitely would not have been able to KO. And one waterfall, and this matchup's a wrap. Like, I have a Shadow Ball ready, and another Shadow Ball will be able to KO afterwards. This does about 60% as well, and an Omnis win actually probably would have been pretty close to KOing, but why take any risk? And just gonna go for the Shadow Ball and KO. So GG. Yeah, I think I literally ran into this team 4 times in a row, and you would think that I would become a pro against this team, but you'll see a little bit later on. They go into Dialga, literally the exact same team. I have no idea whose team this is, because yeah, I have no idea. Someone can let me know down in the comment section below. I go for the Rock Slide. Actually, I think I was watching FP Sticks. Like, he's right. Like, in the sense that first superpower is not going to KO, and this is going to put it a little bit lower and actually go for the Iron Head, which is totally fine by me. The superpower is actually not going to KO as well, but it potentially allows me to put them in Thundershock range. So I'm going to let this go, and puts me a little bit lower so I don't get farmed. And actually debate whether I try to Thundershock down. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to take any risk. And I let this go, and they come in with Kyogre. I come back in with Origin. They switch out to Togekiss. I come back in with Mewtwo. Like, this is like, I had total deja vu when I was playing this set. So we're going to look through 3 sets. Yeah, 3 sets in a row, as you're going to see by the timer and my rating. So I'm going to shield. I'm like, literally, this is so much deja vu. This is actually kind of nuts. I'm not sure if I played the same. I definitely didn't play the same person, but it was very strange. And then, as you can see, I'm just barely going to be able to get to it, and this is going to KO. Side Strike does so much damage, and Mewtwo's attack stats absolutely ridiculous. And then, literally the same thing. I have a Shadow Ball ready. I'm going to fire off the Shadow Ball. They're gonna choose not to fire off the Surf, and I'm gonna be able to get to the Shadow Ball, because they definitely could make it to the Surf, but they decided not to, because I'm just gonna shield anyways, and I'm able to KO. Like, this is absolutely okay, unless I'm remembering this wrong, but this was very strange. I'm pretty sure this trainer also had the same team. We're gonna see in a little bit. Yeah, okay. This is crazy. So anyways, this is the 4th game of the set, and they switch out into Dialga, Best Bud Dialga, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to throw the Rock Slide just to chip away at it, and they don't shield, which is totally fine by me. And I think I don't shield again. I don't know, maybe they thundered me this time. They thundered me this time, which actually does way more damage, so I have to be a little bit more cognizant. Oh, do I lose this one because I go for the double Rock Slide? No, okay, yeah, that was dumb of me, okay. And I go for the superpower. This is gonna KO. Do they shield here? Oh, is this the one I lose because I don't get to the superpower? Oh my gosh, I don't get the superpower. Yeah, this is the one I lose because I was stupid and not good. Went for the superpower back over there. Yeah, this is the one I lose. Okay, you would think the 3rd time I play this. Why I chose to play differently, I have absolutely no idea. And why I chose not to overcharge there, no idea as well. No idea as well. So they're for sure going to come back into, and I'm going to look to land this Side Strike. And to be honest, I should have timed this a little bit better. And they go into Togekiss. Yeah. Oh, man. So stupid of me. I don't know why I played it differently. And as well, I probably should have let one more charm go through so they could farm me a little bit less. Or I should, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, because now they're going to be able to outpace me. They have more than a surf ready. So I'm going to shield, and then I'm going to be just short. They're going to land back to back. So I really should have superpowered there. I literally played the same team in a row, and I decided to play it differently on the third time, and I ended up losing. So I tried to be cute there, and yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. So I believe this is the next set. So I went 4-1 on the first set, and Dialga is actually very tough for me as well. She's assigned to stay in, and then I'm in desperation situation. I know a lot of people like watch SP6 videos, and I'm like, they're probably not going to shield, and I straight up focus blast it. Absolutely amazing. And then I go for the side strike, and I have a 15 attack Mewtwo. Looks like she also has a 15 attack one. Or is that? Or am I not 15 attack? No, it definitely is 15 attack. Maybe it's not 98. 96? Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit blurry. There you go. It looks like she's going to try to Psycho Cut me down, so I switch out into Giratina, and this is going to do a lot of damage. And I'm going to let the second one go through. And here comes Rhyperior. So this is okay for me. And then I should be able to land this Shadow Ball. Yes, I do. And able to land the Shadow Ball, and this puts in superpower range. And I'm hoping to get it before Charge Move goes through. And this Mewtwo is very low. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Maybe I get Side Strike and get KO'd. No, this doesn't KO me. It leaves me pretty low, but I'm gonna land the superpower, and it's gonna KO. Mewtwo is very squishy anyways. Even this debuffed resisted superpower is gonna be enough to KO. So I have a very rough time in this set, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna commentate and see whether or not how I could have played it better. Oh yeah, this is actually kind of a fun one. I'm not worried that I lost this one. So they go into, I respect the spice. They go into Lugia, and I'm like, this is absolutely terrible. Focus Blast is double resisted. These side strikes are resisted. Lugia is one of the tankiest Pokemon in all of Masters. Has the highest stat product out of any Pokemon available. And as you can see, these side strikes, honestly, 2 side strikes resisted would almost kill any other Pokemon. Or faint any other Pokemon. And looks like he's going to go for the farm down. This is where having Shadow Ball would be absolutely amazing right now. And yeah, this is not good. And he's a little bit overcharged. Doesn't want to get hit by another one. And then I'm going to go into Giratina, and then able to land. He looks like he did 2. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe only 1 over. So not a great situation for me, and I go for the Ominous Wind. To be honest, I threw the Ominous Wind only hoping to get the boost. I don't get the boost, so I immediately switch out, and then I'm going to be met by Kyogre. I'm up a shield, but it's not really much play because this Kyogre is almost certainly not going to use a shield, and these waterfalls are doing a lot of damage to me, and I have to shield this. Man, if only I blind switched into Melmetal, that would have been amazing. I would have absolutely destroyed this. Okay, so I CMP'd high there. There was my mistake there. I should have farmed down. I should have shielded, committed to the farm down, then I could have double superpower. And I feel so stupid. Man, so stupid. I would have had 2. I would have had some play, and I'm hoping to catch the Iron Head. But no, not able to. And my opponent does a good job of throwing, building up a little bit of energy, and then I go for the Rock Slide, but it really doesn't matter at this point in time. And they get to an Iron Head before I'm able to, so very nice play on my opponent's side. GG. Who would expect a Lugia? I respect the spice. Respect the spice. Alright. Going against Light Won My Eyes or something. Okay, so terrible lead. So I'm going to switch out. Okay, alright. And they're deciding to stay in. Okay, they do a really good job here. Okay. Yeah. Respect this move, and they switch out immediately into Dialga. This is gonna do a lot to Dialga, but it's not a Focus Blast, and I'm not gonna be able to get to. Oh man, oh, so oppressive. So I go into Melmetal. I don't like going into Melmetal, but what choice do I have? It's Thunder, and I'm in huge trouble already. So I go for the stupid Rock Slide. They're definitely not going to shield it. I don't know why I did this. And then I go for the Superpower. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is not a great set for me. My opponent clearly outplayed me. And they're just going to Sand Tomb me here. I already know this is Sand Tomb. The reason why, yeah, this is hopeless for me, so I had no play. All right, and then I think I go for the boost, hoping to get boosted. Like, this is my only win condition, was to go for the boost. I didn't get it. And they go for the Ancient Power. Oh, and they get the boost, though. The irony in that is very strong, super strong, and I'm just gonna take it. You go for the boost, they get the boost. That is karma, King. That is karma. Going against Unwin, actually very close to rank 10, so hopefully this person made it. Oh, I checked the leaderboard. Okay, so another terrible lead for me, but you know, I played out of this before, obviously in the first game, and basically I'm in desperation situation. To be honest, I could play. Okay, they go into Kyogre. I have a lot of energy. These does so much damage, and then I'm gonna be able to land another one before a waterfall comes through, unless the waterfall got caught up. Looks like I'm okay, right? And then I'm gonna be able to connect with one. Oh my gosh! I can't believe I lost. Well, I didn't lose the CMP tie, but kind of sucks. I really debate whether or not that was the right call, because it gave the Kyogre one additional charge move, but I was really hoping that, and then I'm going to commit this farm down regardless, and then I really hope they don't have a Snorlax in the back. Oh, they have a Togekiss, right? Oh, they have the Dialga. Man, I'm mixing up which of the beatings I got. And Shadow Ball, and I'm going to connect with the second Shadow Ball, and I feel like, oh man, maybe I have a play. Maybe I can win this. Maybe. And they have a Melmetal, and then I go for the Ominous Win. I think we end up in a CMP tie, maybe. Okay, so they play this one brilliantly. So kudos to them, because I definitely played this one like an idiot. So basically, I go for the Superpower, and they're just basically waiting for me to throw the Superpower, and then I try to sack. Oh my gosh, it didn't work. And then I make a huge mistake here. They Superpower. Though I don't know if I would have survived the waterfall. And they have a slight energy advantage and able to take. Oh, actually, no, I definitely would have been able to survive a waterfall. It looked like I had way less. Oh, because I switched out. Only if I stayed in. I should have anticipated that they were going to switch out. But yeah, so dub move on my part. Definitely a winnable matchup, especially after they let me get so much energy. So again, another Dialga lead. These Dialga leads are very tough to work out of. But you'll see in the next set, I'm able to work out them a little bit better. So they go and grab the shield, which makes total sense, and they're probably going to switch out. And I just go for the Hail Mary. I probably should go for Side Strikes. I don't know why I go for this Hail Mary. They end up shielding, which kind of sucks for me. And to be honest, I should just went for the Focus Blast. That would have put me in a little bit better situation. But I grabbed the shield anyway, so that's not bad. That's not bad. and I go into Melmetal, but I'm gonna. So I really debate, and I end up shielding the Draco Meteor. I know they're gonna switch out, and they switch out into Garchomp, and this Garchomp is absolutely gonna ruin my life. Yeah, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible, and the Outrage does so much damage, and yeah, this is not great. And Superpower, I think, KOs. But not before they get off a Sand Tomb. I should have Superpowered them first, maybe, I don't know. But it was tough to say. I need to switch out as soon as possible. Garchomp gives this team, these two Pokemon, a lot of trouble. So this double Dragon Strat plus Kyogre, very strong. And I was just, to be honest, I was just gonna let them farm me down. I don't know. They switched to try to catch the Rock Slide or something. I don't know. And I'm like, whatever. I guess I'll double Superpower, take out this Dialga, make it look a little bit closer than it actually was, and then absolutely get annihilated there. So really tough set there. I end up going 4-1. I go 4-1, then 1-4. My ratings drop down quite a bit, and I need to get to like 3,000 something. So I end up in another bad lead. But again, some people are like, oh, you know, the algorithm, it's going to give you bad leads. Sometimes you should change and all that stuff. I'm like, if you have a strong team, you're going to run into tough situations, right? This is certainly one of them. But because Mewtwo is so spammy, I'm like, oh, I can't give up switch advantage. So I am going to look to burn both shields or let them KO. And then I end up getting KO'd, so that's fine, whatever. I think I called them on their... Oh, they end up Shadow Balling me. And they actually go into Togekiss. And I'm like, oh man, here's my window. Here's my window. Unfortunately, this Togekiss has a little bit too much energy. And it's going to be able to get to the Flamethrower, I believe. Yeah. It's totally fine, though. I think they have a Dialga. Pretty sure they have a Dialga, so I farm down, which is probably why they were comfortable switching in. And this origin form is very low, but the thing is, the switch clock is not open yet, so I'm able to land this first one, and I'm so afraid that they're going to switch out, but I think their switch clock was almost up, and they were probably tapping to switch out, and then I switch out into Giratina, and I land this ominous win. It has no energy, so I was going to win this matchup. So taking out both shields. They obviously made a mistake by switching out into Togekiss, but I guess I would have KO'd, and Melmetals would be enough probably to take out both. So I ended up in a positive lead scenario, so after losing like 5 leads in a row. So they switch out into Dialga. So again, my strategy is I'm just going to let them throw first. Draco Meteor, Thunder, doesn't matter. Ends up being Thunder. Thunder's the worst case scenario probably, because they're not debuffed on the Dragon Breaths. And I go for the Superpower right away, and they don't shield. And I go for another Superpower, and let's see if they shield. They don't, so they're just going to let me straight up take it out. And they go into their own Melmetal, and I think we end up in a CMP tie. Yes, which is absolutely works perfectly for me. Happy with that. And they end up going for the Rock Slide, which was a really good scenario. And I go for the Shadow Ball. Let's see if they let it go through. They do, and I'm gonna let this go through because it's just gonna be a Rock Slide. Not gonna do that much damage. And they go into Togekiss, and we've seen this before. Seen this so many times. This time I'm not going to screw it up. These Side Strikes so spammy. Mewtwo's so squishy. But you know, the only way to make Psychic relevant is make it absolutely broken. As long as they don't get the boost, I should be totally fine. And I'm going to be able to get to the Side Strike with a very little bit amount of HP. And this is going to KO. This is absolutely going to annihilate the Togekiss. and they're gonna go into Melmetal, and I'm like, oh, do I? I think I end up getting to the Side Strike because Thunder Shock's absolutely do nothing. I don't need Heavy Bubbles. It's at like 1 HP, and I'm at like 0 HP, so a little bit lucky for me. No, I think that was under-leveled Melmetal. Was that the case? I don't know. So anyways, third game of the set. We end up in the Giratina mirror match, but mine is Best Bud. You can tell by the CP. Theirs is pretty high IV as well. So I'm just going to go straight up for the Omnibus win. And this is like the way I like to play it. As long as they throw a Shadow Ball and I shield, which puts me in a really good position because now I'm at an energy advantage. They're going to have to shield anyways. I'm going to win every CMP tie. So I know I'm in a very good position. And then I think I end up shielding this as well. Shadow Ball. And they switch out into Melmetal. And I really like debate switching out. And I was like, oh, okay. This is actually okay for me. What do I do here? Oh, I think I go for the Ominous Wind bait. Because I figure that they're going to shield. And, oh, yeah, this is... Oh, no, it's not this one. Okay. We end up in CMP tie, so it didn't make a difference. I thought I could get it off, but no worries. Okay. So I go into Mewtwo, and what do they do here? So there's the Rock Slide, and I'm gonna look to KO this Giratina. Puts it in a good position, and then I think what do I do here? And then I think I switch out to catch the Rock Slide afterwards. Side Strike. I don't know why I threw the Side Strike, but whatever, it's fine. They Rock Slide me, and I'm gonna Superpower right away because I want to get rid of this. And then I forget what they have in the back. Maybe oh, they have a Dialga. Dialga. Non-Best Bud Dialga. I probably should have built up a little bit more so I'm not taking as much Dragon Breath damage. So kind of but I wanted to throw before they get to an Iron Head, and this is gonna be an Iron Head, not gonna KO. And then I'm gonna throw this Superpower, and then I'm gonna switch out into Mewtwo because my Mewtwo has just barely enough health to get to the Side Strike, and this is gonna KO. And basically my goal was to put it in Side Strike range so I could KO this Dialga. That's GG. And we're gonna go into next match. Freezy the Beast, trainer from Buffalo, very strong trainer. We battled many times in Go Battle League, so I switch out into Mewtwo, and I'm gonna build up. He's gonna throw. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the crazy one. Okay, this is what I should have did in the other set. I just go for the Focus Blast. I'm like, Hail Mary play. Hopefully you watch FB6 videos so you don't shield. Okay, they end up shielding, which is fine. And then he tries to go for the Farm Down, and I guess he doesn't think that I'm going to get to another Focus Blast, or he doesn't want to use the second shield. I end up KOing win the one shield, even though I really should just go straight Side Strike, but I was afraid that he's going to switch out. So I'm not in a great situation because he does have the energy. Oh, okay. This one he is probably so mad at. Okay, this one's actually totally unfair. I shield the Shadow Ball. And I go for the Ominous Wind. I actually think he doesn't shield this, or maybe he does shield it. He does shield it, and then I get a boost, and I'm like, oh my gosh! And then he goes for the Ominous Wind because he realizes that I'm gonna beat him to the charge move, and it does absolutely nothing. I'm gonna farm up additional energy, and then look at this. I get a second boost, and this is totally over, absolutely over. I would have won the CMP tie and go to KO'd his Giratina. Probably, yeah. Actually, maybe not. So I ended up getting double boost and one shot his Kyogre. Actually, would have been a really close game because I would have been able to get off a little bit of damage. And this is another absolutely terrible lead. So I am going to not shield this first Body Slam, which I thought it was a mistake afterwards because they come in with Kyogre. and then I go for another side strike. They get the waterfall through, unfortunately, and this is absolutely terrible for me. And then I come into Giratina. I'm like, I'm not going to shield regardless. Go ahead and Blizzard me. My only win condition is this is a bluff, and it is. And then they surf me again. Also, I thought it was like one turn too early, but I could have miscounted as well. Because I think I counted 9. And then I'm not going to throw. And I'm going to switch out into Melmetal. And then this is what I figured. They're not switching out right now. So they probably have a Dialga in the back. And they don't shield this. This is fine. I need this superpower wouldn't have KO'd anyways. And I think they actually bait me here with Body Slam. And then I'm going to look to throw the superpower. I think they end up shielding this. No, they actually no shield this. Okay. And then this is going to be an Earthquake. So I'm going to shield. And huge call by me. And they switch out into Dialga. And I'm going to throw a Rock Slide. I don't know why I threw a Rock Slide. I just did. And then I switch out into Giratina. And to be honest, I probably shouldn't have won this game. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that I actually should have won this. And I have so much energy built up from farming down the Kyogre that I'm able to get to the Ominous Win. And here they should have had energy, to be honest. I'm not sure what they did there. They actually go and click the Dragon Breath, which allows me to KO this Dialga. And then I'm able to land the superpower to win the match. I don't know if they had enough energy. Maybe they didn't. Because I guess when they switched in, I kind of threw the Rock Slide almost right away. And then I threw 2 charge moves. So maybe they actually didn't have enough energy. But I honestly thought I was going to lose that match. And I'm able to win that match. And I'm sure we're going to show a graphic showing my ranking. I think I got to like 300. I'm just double checking right now. I end up at 360, tied for 364. I'm going to climb the leaderboard a little bit more, but I'm very focused on this last week of helping people finish the season strong. Going to do a few more coaching sessions, a bunch more streams, but I'll definitely stream some more battles and going to do some Great League material. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.